Hey, okay, I'm looking kind of ashy. Give me a second here. Okay, I'm a little bit less ashy now. How you guys? How are you gens doing today? How are you gens doing today? I don't see a lot of you guys in the comment section. I don't know why. Okay, I do admit my last video was a little bit violent, but sometimes you have to be a little bit violent. Not a lot. It's just I'm an honest person, right? I can't lie. That's one of my biggest traits. Lucifer, the devil, cannot lie, right? But I can mold the truth whenever I feel like it. So I can't lie. Yeah, and when you start having like a serious conversation like that, there's emotions. Emotions are felt, right? Hold up, somebody just fell. All right, so emotions. Sorry about that. Emotions are felt a little bit, and because of that, well, you kind of feel like, you feel emotions, right? So you get over yourself, right? So anyway, this is Lucifer here, spiritual grandmaster wizard, spiritual grandmaster wizard up in here, and the reason why I'm saying that is because today was a peculiar day. And I do say trying to iron my clothes, which are still looking at me right now, and I have to iron them and shit, and I don't feel like it. Um, but while I was ironing, I heard the conversation from afar. I heard two people talking about some masonry. So I spy with my little eye an opportunity to scrutinize somebody's mind. And so indeed I did. And so as I was questioning this so-called Mason person, which I ended up by finding out at the end of the conversation that he was a high level uh, Mason, and it was kind of weird. I mean, it's not weird to me, but it has to be weird to somebody else that has a consciousness of this conversation as it goes along. Because, mind you, this person said this person is a high level Mason, right? Like he teaches other apprentice Masons how to be a Mason. But the thing is, as the conversation went along, um, I don't want to offend the guy, because he's friends of the family. I don't want to offend the guy, and everybody has, their own course in life and their own things to do and blah, 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 right? We all know the sad story. We all live through it. We all understand it. But nevertheless, I'm not a grandmaster wizard. I'm not level 148. You know what I mean? I'm not level 1,000. Over 10,000. I'm not level over 10,000 in the masonry shit, right? But as I'm talking about to this guy, I kind of felt like I was over 10,000. You know what I mean? Like I kind of feel like my power level, like this dude was looking at me. I mean, like maybe consciously he didn't want to actually admit it, but subconsciously he was like, "This nigga's power level is over 10,000 right now, bro. Like, there's no fucking way, right?" So it's kind of weird, who's in power, right? Because nobody knows who has the power, man. Like no one knows who has the power. The government don't know who runs the government. Masonry doesn't know who runs masonry. Christians don't know who the Christians are. No one knows who the hell is in power. But let me tell you this: I know one thing that's going. From my perspective, from the way my eye is spying, you know, I can obviously say that there's a very clear switch and bake here, right? Because there's like a lot of people that are the real version of this so-called thing are not in the position of power, and people that are not, this so-called thing are in positions of power, right? So And it seems to me like both the real and the copies accept this kind of status quo, right? They accept this quid pro quo right there, right? It's like the real ones are like, well, you know, whatever, man. They already got the power, so I might as well leave them the power. And the copies are like, man, I don't understand shit of what the fuck is going on, but I don't care. I don't care. I got some power, so I ain't gonna complain and shit, right? So there's this kind of understanding between the two, where it's like, well, you know, it is what it is. You know, everybody's like, it is what it is. You know, and it's like I said, no offense to the guy, you know, and no offense to the guy, you know, but like I said, I already know, and you know, I've made videos about this in the past many times, you know, so I already know what's going on, right? But the sad part is, I'm like, what I'm thinking is like, all these people are like sitting up there and they don't even know what the things that they're supposed to know. Like, they don't even know their own shit. Like, you know, like the things that are for them, they don't know it, right? And they're supposed to know it. And it's not me that's supposed to know that shit. You're the one that's supposed to know that shit. So I can't be walking around town being a grand master mason wizard and shit, and you know, all willy nilly, like it ain't a thing but a chicken wing. You know, sorry for the puns. I just felt like it today. But you know, and you sitting up there, and you like, what are you learning? I mean, what exactly are you? What are you doing? You know, so this is the problem with media and pop culture and cancel culture and you know, little cult groups, you know, small cult groups and shit, like Dolomite, the pirate, you know, Dolomite, the kryptonite, you know, like this, that dude right there, you know, he's a funny ass dude, man. I think he's hilarious. I don't like him, but he's hilarious. Like, there's no doubt he's funny as hell. And it's not even that I don't like him. He just can't stay. You can't let a guy like that stay in that position, because he's stealing. I mean, he's not literally stealing from somebody, but that's somebody else's position, right? Like, you are not the boss. Like, you're not the boss of anything at all. Like, you know, like it's like at all, like literally nothing, right? Like, you're the boss of nothing, guy. Like, you know, so, and it's sad because, you know, like they have this group, they have this soul group, they call it a soul group, right? So the soul group is a bunch of like witches and shit, and you know, like they're a bunch of I wouldn't even say adept, they're a bunch of fucking amateurs. I mean, like, you know, they get lucky here and there. I ain't gonna lie. You know, they get lucky here and there, but they're obviously amateurs. Like, it's to me, I'm the kind of guy where I'm like, if it takes 10 guys to fight one guy, then the fight is not worth it. Like, fuck it. I'm gonna just go do something else. I'm gonna go fight somebody else. Because if it takes 10 dudes to fight one guy, it's not. It just nah. It's like, nah, bro. Like, I don't feel that. Right? Like, it's not supposed to take 10 guys to fight one guy, bro. Like, if it takes 10 guys to fight one guy, I'm doing something wrong. So I'm going back to the drawing board and I'm going to figure out what the fuck the problem is, right? Because it's not supposed to take that many dudes to take down this dude. I'm supposed to be either I got one dude in my crew that can do it, or I can do it. If it takes more than one guy, I'm going back to the drawing board. I have to refresh the roster. I have to rethink my plans. I have to, you know, but these people don't think like that at all. Like, it doesn't matter. You can just, the more the merrier. That's what it looks like to me. To me, it just looks like the more the merrier. So they have this, like right now, he's trying to rely on magic, but I can guarantee you that if he gets far enough, he's not gonna rely on magic anymore. What he's gonna rely on cancel culture. He's gonna rely on cancel culture and what's it called again? Gatekeeping, right? He's gonna rely on gatekeeping and cancel culture. He's not gonna rely on witches anymore, bro. He won't have to because he'll have too many people with him, and there's too many people that's gonna be enamored by him, so they're gonna do whatever they can to help him out. So if they need to cancel you, if they need to shut you out or black you out, that's what they're gonna do. And whether you like it or not, that's still what it's looking like right now. It's already looking like that because he already has help from YouTube, right? Sorry YouTube, but you are helping him. So I don't know who the fuck in YouTube, is helping him, but y'all helping him. And and he has the soul group people that is helping him. So he's not necessarily relying on spirituality. And this guy probably thinks spirituality is a joke. Like, I'm pretty sure he thinks spirituality is a joke. He might be spiritual a little bit here and there, but I don't think he believes that much into spirituality. Like, I believe in that shit. That's why all your curses don't work, right? That's why you spend days, hours, and literally months. It's been 2 months almost now. Almost 2 months, right? We're going to the second month and you're still trying to curse people. So, that's why it doesn't work on me, man. And the common man, the common everyday man, it would have worked. It would have worked. If I was a regular Joe Blow that didn't have any idea what the fuck he was doing or what the fuck he was saying, I would have been cursed to kingdom come, right? But that ain't gonna happen. Because I'm not a regular Joe Blow from, down the block. I'm fucking Lucifer, right? So, I'm the boss of shit. I'm the boss of a lot of shit. A lot of things, right? So, and yeah, it is kind of weird because you're in your basement, your little apartment and shit and blah, blah, blah. But that's how it is, that's where the simplistic lifestyle comes from, bro. It's not a choice. It just happens. It just so happens that you're that guy. You didn't do it on purpose. It's not like, when I used to believe in God, it's not like that's what I was praying for. Oh, let me be a guy that sit in this room and just controls shit from far away. That's not, I don't even think anyone ever, that's the thing no one ever asked ever in history. Like, I don't even think that happened. Right? Like all through history where people believed in God and shit, I don't think anyone was sitting there praying, asking God, oh, let me be this guy that controls everything from the corner of my house or the corner of my room. No one asked for that shit. It just fucking happens, right? It just happens. You didn't ask for it. It just, bloop, there you go. It's just, he's built like that. There's no real reason, right? Well, there's a reason, but at the same time, it's not really, that's not what you was trying to do. You was probably trying to save your life. You was probably trying to be successful. You was probably trying to save somebody's life. You was probably trying to save the world. You were probably trying to put yourself in a better position. But for some holy than thou reason, you ended up having a whole bunch of fucking shit. That you don't understand why it's there or what the fuck it is. But there's a reason for that too. There's a reason for that too. And this is the reason why you have to know who you are. Because the more abilities you have, the more that means that you're not only very connected to your inner self and the higher self, but also you're more important than you think. Because most people, they end up with gifts and they end up with abilities and knowledge and intellect, and they just, oh, it's God, God give it to me, and that's it. Wash my hands, pack my shit, I'm going home, right? I don't need to ask myself more than that. It is what it is. It's not always is. It's not, right? Not all the time. sometimes it's more. Like if I was sitting here and just saying, "Oh man, the reason why I can do all this, God," I would have passed. I would have like drove past this status that I wouldn't have realized was there, dude. I didn't know that you could be Lucifer. You know, me in my head, I was like, if I pronounce the word Lucifer, I'm probably gonna get like 3,000 demons to possess my body, and then I'm gonna be start doing all kinds of shit. That's what I thought. Like just pronouncing this name was enough to like completely ruin you. Like darkness all over your soul covers your whole entire holy light soul. You know what I mean, bro? But that's not what happened. And it's thanks to this fucking spiritual awakening, bro. It's thanks to this fucking targeted individual program bullshit, man. Because now I finally understand what it means to be a demon. I didn't understand what a demon was, and I kind of suspected because I always had some dark spirit friends, but I didn't consider them demons, even though they are demons. But I didn't consider them demons because in the books, they are not called demons. They're called spirits, right? But at the end of the day, they're demons. They're jinns. They grant wishes. This is the reason why I believe in this so-called spirit, or I have this so-called spirit hanging around me, because whenever I need something, I can just ask him. So if I'm asking something from a spirit, that makes you a goddamn genie, right? Hence, that makes you a demon. So this whole time that I was supposedly chilling with God, I had like 5 or 6 demon friends with me at all fucking time. But I didn't call them demons. Semantics, man. Semantics. They're not demons. They're spirits. It's not the same thing. No. Not the same thing. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same thing. There's no difference. It's a demon. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and people are like, well, God will grant me my every wish. Well, what the fuck is God if he's granting you wishes? He's a fucking genie, right? So he's a fucking demon too, anyway. You're praying to something the thing gives you what you ask for. It's a fucking demon. Only demons can do that. That's what demons do. I mean, think about it for 2 seconds. He grants your wishes, but he will put you in precarious situations for his fucking own amusement, right? On the pretext that, oh, well, there's something you need to learn from this situation, or you need to better yourself and blah, blah, fucking blah. Nigga, just give me a book to read or teach me like you teach somebody in school, right? And sometimes I might get in a precarious situation. It happens. I'm a kid. I like to F around sometimes. I jump over couches. I jump on beds. I might break my leg from jumping on the bed or the couch. It happens. It's no big deal, right? But not God. If you jump on that bed, God will send you to hell. For what? Like, what's your point? I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm stupid. You need to explain it to me. I jumped over the bed. I broke my leg. You want to send me to hell? I already broke my fucking leg. Why the fuck am I gonna go to hell on top of that shit, right? So I broke my leg. It hurts like crazy. The bone is sticking out. There's blood everywhere, right? But you're still gonna send me to hell because I broke my own leg? Come on, Jesus. But in the meantime, you're still gonna grant me wishes. So you're gonna send me to hell, but you're gonna give me a bunch of talent and a bunch of intellect and a bunch of gifts. But when I die, I'm gonna go to hell anyway, even though you keep giving me stuff, and you get what? Cue in Jackie Chan meme right there. Like, I don't get it. I have a hard time understanding where you going with this. I have a hard time understanding where you're going with this, man. How does this make any kind of sense to you? Anyway, so point is, some of us are jinns, and some of us are non-believers, and some of us are on the way to becoming a jinn, right? And some the people that are not on the way of becoming a jinn is people that do not believe. Mind you, like last week, right? I went on a tangent about, people wanting to join my shit for free and shit, whatever. Not the website, this whole Kryptonian thing that I got going on right now. Because people see that I'm true. People understand that I'm for real. People see I'm by myself. I don't need a soul group. I don't need a fucking soul group, nigga. I don't need no fucking cards. Bro, I don't need all that shit, man. So people are like, well, it has to be for everybody else. It can't just be you and your fucking fuck you. You did the same fucking thing with your so-called Illuminati shit. So you're the pot calling the kettle black here, man. You're a fucking hypocrite. You're a fucking hypocrite. You didn't let me into your fucking shit, even though I know more about your shit than a lot of the people that are in the fucking thing in the first fucking place, right? You didn't let me in. I wasn't invited. You didn't invite me. Nobody asked me nothing. Nah, what you did is you went to see business people, right? You went to see business people. Oh, we got a lot of mystical mumbo jumbo that we would like for you to join and shit. And at the top of that, you can make some friends. Ain't nobody fucking, asked me if I wanted to learn some mysterious mumbo jumbo and make friends. Nobody asked me. Nobody asked me. And now, because I got something that you don't have, now all of a sudden you want to be my friend. You know what that's called? That's called being a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite, man. So, anyways, like I said, this is not, hold up, you can, anyways, let's continue this video on another video because this one is too long. So then there's like a bunch of knowledge and blah, blah, blah. So I don't need to make it longer than it is. So I'll see you on the next one, man. Have a good one. Peace out.